Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and it has come to my attention that I might need to start sorting some Barbies. Because I have a few here. As you can see, it's a pretty good sized box, and it's overflowing. And this is only half of them. So I thought it might be a good idea to show you how I go about identifying a Barbie doll. And yeah, what we're going to do right after this. Now, the first thing we want to do, and yeah, I have the camera zoomed in all the way, and I'm probably going to raise up my work surface and stand up to do this recording so that you can better see what I'm talking about. But the first thing you need to do is, or I like to do, is sort the dolls by era or year. And I know most of you think, well, that's pretty easy. You just take a doll and you look at the back, and right there it says 1966, so that must be a 1966 doll. No, it's actually the only dolls that were issued by Mattel for Barbie in 1966 were had the body style 1958, which of course is very confusing. 1966 bodies did not go on dolls until 1967. The 1966 is not when it was made, it is when the patent was approved or it was registered in that country. So how do I figure out what it is if most of them from 1967 to 1998 are going to say 1966? I have a cheat sheet. And what this does is it tells me, based on where it was made, the approximate year. Now this one was made in Malaysia. So that means it's 1986 to present. So that would be a modern day Barbie as far as I'm concerned. In addition, of course, a lot of them have have a date on the back of the neck or inside. Let me take this head off. Is sometimes that's what you have to do. Inside here, there's a date. And this one happens to be too small for me to read. I'll have to get a magnifier. But it does say Malaysia on the inside, and 1974. So this is a 1974 head on a Malaysian body style, which of course definitely means that it's the superstar head, and it was made after 1986. Now you can't really go by the head that much, simply because they use this head from 1976 actually. This one said 1977, not 1974. But they use this head style from 1976. Well, they're still using it. So it's kind of difficult to find that out. But as we go along, I'll show you. So that's one. This would be in my Malaysia box, which is modern day. Let's grab another one. This one says 1966 China, 1986 to present. So this is another one that's modern. She has a lot of problems with her legs. Maybe in a future video I'll show you how to get rid of that. But you can go online and there's lots of videos that will show you that. I'm trying to find one that isn't. This is another Malaysia. And I put Malaysia and China in the same box because they're both basically the same. This one is China, but it's 2015. And the head is 2014, so this is actually a more modern doll. But still, it just goes in the China box or the Malaysia box. Same with this one. But this one was made in Indonesia, which automatically tells me it was made in 1992 or later. And I think this is a Generation Girl head. Yeah, the head says 1993. But this would go into the Indonesia box because it's like that. And I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'll show you how to go further. This one is 1966 Mattel China. And notice it still uses the same head, even though it was made in 1986 or later. I was hoping I would have an older doll here that I could use. But here's another China. This is a newer body style, 1995 body style. And that is definitely a generation. Actually, that's a, this is not a Barbie. This is her sister. I forget, my Skipper, or something like that. But it's still, it goes in the same box. Here's one from Indonesia, and this is the first time I've ever seen this type of torso. But it had glitter on it, so probably a more recent one. Another one that's a newer one from 2000, Indonesia. And it just makes it easier for me to figure out what it is if I just sort it that way, China or Indonesia. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do all of them. Now this one is butchered, in case you can't tell. Somebody had fun with this one. Again, it's a China, and this one says 1999, and it has more articulation. So, yeah, I will probably put this one off to the side later on and go ahead and reroute the hair, put new hair on it. I know how to do that stuff too. Or I'll just offer it up for anybody that wants it. Another China. Most of these are fairly recent. I don't know if I have any really old ones. Another one from China. This is not a twist and turn Barbie, by the way. This is just a regular 1966 body style. There is another body style. And I'm going to go get one and show you what that is. It's one that I'm currently working on. Okay, I raised it up a little bit. That'll make it a little bit easier. This is a twist and turn Barbie. If you'll notice, it's more at an angle. And if you twist, it actually makes the body bend over. And that's why they call it twist and turn, because as you turn the body of the doll, the torso of the doll, it actually twists. Unlike this one, grab one that actually has that. Yeah, unlike this, where if you twist it, see how when that's twisted, it doesn't do anything. It just moves the body to the side. This is a Malaysia. This one is made in Malaysia, by the way. And again, that's the same as the ones made in China. I But this one is a true vintage, made in Japan. I believe this one goes to an early skipper. I don't remember. I'll have to look at it. I have the heads in the other room. Like I said, I'm doing some work to them, trying to get this green off of them. And I just took these out of a soak the other day and haven't had a chance to do anything with them. Anyway, that's the first step in identifying a doll, is determining what year it is. And you can get this information that I have right here online. I just copied it and pasted it and printed it out from a I don't have the website handy, but there's a website that you can go to that will help you to identify them, and I'll put a link to that website down in the description below. So what do you want to do next when you're trying to identify a Barbie? Let's take one out of here. I'm going to grab one from inside the box, if I can find it. That's in. Yeah, I wanted one of the ones that has the tourney. Now, here's another thing. These patterns that you see here, they weren't added until the 90s. So if you see a pattern on there or a color on there, it's from the 90s. And this one is from Indonesia, so 1992 to present. The next thing you want to look at, and I really can't focus in, I'm going to try to focus the camera more when I'm doing the editing. I'll try to edit it down. But what you want to look at, get my little pointer here, is the number of lower eyelashes, and also where the highlights in the eyes themselves are. Now this has a line highlight to the left side, and then 3 small marks. And for eyelashes, looks like 4. So yeah, again, there's a website that you can look up based on the number of eyelashes the doll, and you want to know what the year is. So this one was from 1998. It's what's called a Generation Girl doll, or a there's another term for it, and I don't forget what it is. But that's what you want to do. You want to look it up. There's a really good website that just goes and shows you the different heads. And you'd go to 1998 because that's when the head was made, the head mold was, and then look for the 4 eyelashes. You scroll down on the page a little bit, and it'll have a section that shows 4 eyelashes. And you know what? We're going to go do that right now. Let me talk to you for a minute about something happening this Friday that you're not going to want to miss. Over on Horizon Picks channel, we're having the 150th sale of his Friday night auction claim sale. Now, the reason I say we is because I am participating in it, just like I've participated in 148 of his 149 sales that he's had so far. And we offer all kinds of things. And when I say we, I'm talking about everybody that's going to be there. We're going to have 12 different sellers, and there's no limit to what we might offer. I mean, I might offer some comic books. Will I offer these? I don't know. I'll have to show up and find out. Or maybe I'll offer some vintage baseball cards. Again, I don't know. Find out. Hey, maybe I'll offer this Tsum Tsum or this Squishmallow. Again, if you don't show up, you won't know. But I will always offer you a chance to have some fun. And yeah, we have dinosaurs, and yeah, we have dragons, and we have C-3PO's head. Got all kinds of stuff. Hey, I might even offer to sell you a fairy tale Barbie. I don't know. You just have to find out. And you won't find out unless you show up. And if you show up, I can almost guarantee you'll have some fun. So put it on your calendar. Make sure you'll be there. And I'll have a link in the description. Trust me on that. In addition to having a link at the end of the video. We'll see you there. All right. Let's take a look. I'll share my screen with you so you can see what it is. And yeah, I think that'll be a good way to do it. Share your screen. Now, this is the website I was talking about, fashiondolls.info. I am not affiliated with this website in any way. I think that's important to let you know straight off the bat. But it is a good website and it's a great resource. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to Head Mold Gallery. And then we're going to go down here and you see it shows all the different head molds from 1958 original Barbie right up to the 2022 Barbies. And I'm sure they will add more as time goes on. And I said this is a 1998. So we're going to go to 1998. And excuse me if I'm going too fast here and it's making you dizzy. I apologize. Okay, the CEO face Generation Girl. And that's what the one we're looking for. And you could just click on the picture and go through all of them. But instead of doing that, we're going to go down here. And I said, let me use my magnifier to make sure I have the right number of eyelashes. It is definitely 4. So we're going to go here where it says 4 eyelashes. And that's the lower eyelashes. And then we're going to take a look. And what I'm looking at is the highlights on the eyes. And you can do it this way. You can just click on the first one and just go right on through. And actually, that one looks a lot like it. But it isn't. Very close, though. And if you click on the picture, you'll go to the next one. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upper lashes. How many does this one have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upper lashes. That is it. And it also has the pink ball earrings. So we found it pretty quick. The 2000 Princess Blonde. And as you can see, it's the same doll. So That was an easy one. I've spent hours combing through there looking for what I need. And what I was looking for and what I was looking at, let me get something to point with. Yeah, I'll use these tweezers, they'll work. But what I was looking at was the number of lower lashes, the highlights on the eyes, which it wants to focus on me. It doesn't want to focus on the doll. But the highlights of the eyes, the number of lower lashes, the highlights of the eyes, and the number of upper lashes. And of course, you also look at the color of the lip gloss. So I'm happy. I'm satisfied. That's what this doll is, and I can keep going to the next one over and over again. Like I said, I will have a link to this web page as well as the other web page in the description. And that's really all there is to it. Barbies are not hard to identify. But in the meantime, I got a whole bunch of sorting to do, so I'm going to get back to it. And that'll be all for right now.